Hey guys, it's Kelsey and I am here with the Scrap 5 challenge for this month, and I decided to do a real time because I feel, we'll see how it goes, but I feel like I have all my goodies for the recipe ready and a semi-plan, even though this is as far as I've gotten just by laying my supplies on the desk. So we'll see what happens. But this is for the Scrap 5 challenge for October. We need to use a bow, chipboard, we need to have 5 layers behind our photo, we need a white background, and we need sequins. So I'm using my How to Kill It with Style for October, which of course was provided by Kelly. Thank you, Kelly, for sending me all the Felicity Jane goodies. And I'm gonna say that a lot this month, but I'm still just like flabbergasted at everything you've sent me. So I am back with the Hannah collection. I wanted to scrapbook these 2 photos of a trail ride of me and Maverick from last fall. And I thought that was appropriate because my windows are open. It feels wonderful. Fall is my favorite time of year. So that's why I'm getting married in fall. You guys, look. I haven't got to show you yet. You may have seen it in a process video already, but yes, Marcus and I are engaged now, so we're gonna get married next fall. But I just have fall photos I wanted to scrap. This is a very pretty fall collection, so I just thought it all went together. I still don't have any white cardstock, so this is the closest I have to white background. I thought it would work because it's white. It does have just a little bit of text on it, but I think that counts. As far as a bow, I do have the Felicity Jane bow. So I was thinking I could use this, or I do still have one bow left over from the Gina collection that happens to be orange. It is very hard for me to use orange. So I thought this might be a good chance to get this used up, especially because the sequins I have pulled are from the Jenny collection that she had sent me, and they do have some orangey ones kind of. So this is an option too. I'm not quite sure what route I'll go down. I thought at first I would use the black one because I already have black text. But then after I realized I had this one, I'm not sure now. So there's that. There's my sequins. Chipboard. I have the Sarah chipboard that Kelly sent me, so I'm going to try and use this. I'm not quite sure how that's going to work though, because I don't want it to blend in with my white background. So I might have to find like a banner or something I can put the text on top of. And I think that is pretty much my recipe. The biggest thing is going to be trying to find the 5 layers for behind the photos. But I'm thinking between the vellum Kelly sent me, the willow washi, I have some doilies and glassine bags. I have this 6x6 that Kelly also sent me from the 6x6 grab bag that I thought kind of went. I'm hoping we can come up with 5 layers. So that's where I'm starting, and I'm just gonna jump in. I kind of thought with the way the text is, first of all, love the Hannah wood grain. I thought that would be a really good pattern paper to use with the white, just to kind of really make it look earthy in fall, especially with these photos. But I thought right away that this would be a good way to layer them, which I think is the same way I've used this paper before. When I had the Hannah collection before, I'm pretty sure I had 2 photos that I layered like this, but I love it. And this is gonna look different, so it's fine. They're in different albums. So I'm thinking if I kind of layer them like this, I kind of want to map the white on this wood grain. I don't know if I want to do all the way around though. I'm kind of thinking maybe I'll have it bordering 3 edges and then maybe use the wood grain in the layer maybe. I think that's what I'm gonna start with. That's pretty much as far as I got, and I pretty much knew these were the products I wanted to use. I plonked the photos on and I'm like, yep, that's probably how they need to go on there, and that's just where I'm gonna start. So I think I'm just gonna start by getting the background together and we'll go from there. So hopefully this will be pretty smooth. What's the B side of this again? Oh yeah, the colorful chevron. I might try and keep this do I want to even attempt to keep this in one piece? Meh. I'm just gonna have 3 pieces, it'll be fine. I think I'm gonna cut, I don't think I need a whole inch. Let me just see. That kind of seems like a lot, a whole inch. Maybe 3/4 of an inch all the way around. That looks good. I want to keep this side uncut though, because that's where the layers are going to go. So I'm gonna cut through 3/4 of an inch off of the other 3 sides. And I think that's going to be how I mat it on the background. Oh, just gonna do that really quick. hope you guys are all enjoying the nice weather, because I am. We just got back from a camping trip from in Helen, Georgia, and it was really nice to be outside. It rained on us a lot, but it was still fun. We did a lot of cool things. It put our tent through it though. This is only the second time we've been camping. First time we went camping, it was cold. Oh, I cut more than 3/4 off of that. Let me see what I just did. Not paying attention. Oh, that'll still be good. I think I went around the corners. I've been doing that lately. I think it looks really nice. But yeah, first time we went camping, it rained a lot. Or it was really cold, but it didn't rain. It rained like once, but it wasn't bad. But it was cold at night. It was really nice during the day. But this time it was nice because it was warmer with all the cloud cover. It was still cool. Like, it was still nice fall weather. But yeah, it rained a lot, and it was definitely a different experience for us than the first time we went. So we have added things to our camping checklist and made plans for how we're gonna deal with the rain the next time we go camping, because things got wet. And when things get wet and you're out in the woods and it's camping, like, it doesn't really dry out. So that was the only thing, but we did a ton of cool things. It was Oktoberfest when we went, which I didn't know when I first scheduled the camping trip. I scheduled it in Helen in September specifically to miss Oktoberfest because I didn't want to deal with crowds. I didn't want it to be super busy when we went. But then I found out later that Oktoberfest starts halfway through September. So it in fact was Oktoberfest when we were there. But we went on a Thursday, and it, of course, like, it's a weekday, and so it was actually really calm the first day, and then there were more people on Friday, but it was still nice. But we did a lot of the stuff in town on Friday. We ate dinner there on Thursday, but like, it wasn't busy, so it was kind of nice. We got to explore like the square and downtown and everything before it got super busy. Holy moly though, like, Saturday was insane. There were, I can't believe there were that many cars and that many people in a short space. And it was thankfully everyone was, being safe and everything, but like, we didn't really want to be in the mess. So that's when we kind of did the mini golf and that kind of stuff. So I'm glad we did the downtown stuff before it got busy, and then when it was busy, we could do the things that were like not super crowded. But it was a lot of fun. We did a lot of cool things. I didn't know that Helen has a roller coaster now. Had no idea. But right on the edge of downtown, I mean, it's right there next to the river. There's a roller coaster, and that was super cool. We did it's called Alpine Georgia Coaster, or Georgia Alpine Coaster, I think. And that was really cool. So yeah, there will be pictures of that eventually. I don't know. I'm like a year behind on my scrapbooking because the St. Augustine pages, that was this time last year, so I'm a year behind. But also, we haven't done much since then, like since March, so I don't think it'll take too long for me to catch up. But yeah, I can't wait to scrap those so you guys can see. But apparently Marcus had a whole plan to propose to me in Helen, and that he couldn't wait, so that's why we got engaged earlier. But then Helen was still kind of like Helen was supposed to be his birthday present. His birthday's in October, so we usually do something in the fall that's kind of like his birthday adventure, which was what St. Augustine was last year in Savannah. But yeah, he couldn't wait, which is in true Marcus fashion. Like, it's so on brand for him because he cannot wait or hold like secrets from me. Like, he has, like, I always get Valentine's presents early, birthday presents early, Christmas presents. Like, he can't wait for the day. Like, once he has something for me, he wants to just give it to me. I don't know if any of you are like that. I'm not like that. I like delayed gratification. I will hold on to presents. I mean, I have a whole plan for his birthday month. He thought his birthday month was this. Not this, but like was Helen. No. I have like a whole present a day countdown to his birthday thing for October that he has no idea yet. So I can do and plan things like that. He can't though. So, but I'm really happy he proposed the way he did. It was just us in our house, and I'm really happy he did it that way because it was very special. But I ugly cried when he proposed. It was not cute, like snot and tears, and I'm glad I didn't have an audience or strangers around me because I would have been a little embarrassed as happy as I would have been. So I'm glad he didn't follow through with his plan in the end. But yeah, so I like this. I think the first thing I need to do for the recipe, I got the white background. I need to do my 5 layers, I think, behind my photo. And I think that will take care of most of the design portion of the rest of the page. And then I'll just need to make sure to get the little embellishments on. I need to do the bow, the sequins. And then if I figure out a way to use the chipboard as my title. I mean, this is kind of my title, so I don't know if I'll figure out a way just to incorporate this into this. Because that's what I did last time I used this layout. I used their, the Hannah epoxy alphabets, and I think I did Precious, just the way you are, and then the date in the same alphabet. So I don't know that I'll do the date, but I was thinking I could do something similar as far as just adding a word up here in this alphabet and have that be the title. Or this could just be a design element, and sure, it could read as the title, but maybe just do something else with the alphabet. I'm still not sure. But that's my plan. But I think first, if I just worry about doing the layers, that'll take care of the most of it. So let's see, I really do love this willow washi that I am using with this collection, so I don't know if I'll use that as a layer. I put my rose gold stuff on top here because I thought that would be really pretty with this, with these photos. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'll go down that route or not. If I use rose gold though, I do have puffy foam glitter alphas that are the same texture that I'll probably want to use. And so I kind of don't want to do that because I want to make sure I use the chipboard. And I'm trying to use the stuff that Kelly sent me with the collection. That's another reason I kind of wanted to use the black bow, since that literally like came with these products versus a bow from my stash. So I'm kind of flip-flopping on that stuff. But I think, okay, so first layers for these, I think the easiest thing will be maybe matting them in white. Here's just some cheap computer paper, but I think that'll give me a nice little white border, and then maybe border it in vellum, because that's 2 layers off the bat that really aren't distracting, but will be nice as far as adding to my layering. So I think that might be how I'm gonna start, and then I can layer in, I don't know how I want to do this. Because this is computer paper and it's thin and cheap, I don't know how it'll look if I have another pattern behind it. That doesn't look bad though. But I have one 6x6, so I can't do that with both photos if that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm just gonna do a matte in white and a matte in vellum, and I can use this as like a long banner, or I'll do something else for that other than matte the photos, because I don't have enough of it to matte my photos. Move this. And I'm just gonna start doing stuff. There we go. I just watched, I don't know why I always feel compelled to tell you what I just watched on TV whenever I do my real times, but I always do. The Office is on right now, obviously, muted, because that's just my go-to when I scrap and there's not something specific I wanted to watch. That's just what goes on. But I just watched Ilona, is that what it's called? Ilona Holmes, right? Yeah, that's what it's called, right? That name is so weird to me. It's Alone backwards. Ilona, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. On Netflix, you guys, it was so good. If you're looking for a movie, it's like 2 hours, family friendly. It was good. It kind of gives me series of unfortunate events vibes, but it's got that humor, it's got some mystery, and it is so good. And it has an amazing cast. It has a couple people that were in Harry Potter. It has Henry Cavill, the guy who plays Superman. It has the girl 11 from Stranger Things. I mean, it is jam-packed with really good actors. It has the guy who plays Finnick Odair on Hunger Games. He's in it. I loved it. It's kind of a spin-off kind of the Sherlock Holmes storyline. It's like a different twist, and I really, really enjoyed it. So if you're looking for something to watch on Netflix, Ilona Holmes. It's still September right now as I'm filming this, and it was number 2 on the number 2 list, whatever their list is on Netflix of most popular things. So that's how I found it. I don't know if it still is though by the time you're seeing this, and possibly look for it, but it was so good. I really enjoyed it. All right, so there's one mat, 1 layer out of 5. So we'll do layer number 2 in vellum. How wide do I want this? Because that was right there. There we go. This is only layout 3 that I've done with my How to Kill a Kit with Style for this month, and I am using the vellum that Kelly has sent me. I'm so happy she included that. Okay. So, layer number 2. Do I want to offset these mats, or do I just want to square them up? I kind of want to offset them a little bit. But I don't know with, you know what? I don't know with, I have 2 photos. They're going to have 5 layers between, like, behind them. And they're already staggered. I don't know if it'd be too busy if I start staggering these layers. I think if I offset them a little bit, it won't be too distracting. Kind of how like Chamel does, like it's just a tiny bit offset to make it look like casual, but not distracting. That could be cute. That could be cute. I think I'm gonna do that. These photos are from November 10th of last year. Let's see if I remember that by the time I have to do my journaling. I might not need journaling, honestly. When the pictures are kind of self-explanatory, I mean, I'm obviously on a trail ride in the fall. Do I really need because my layouts are in chronological order anyways. And so the layouts around this will be dated, so I'll know when it is. Don't know. All right, layer number 2 out of 5. This is a hop today too. I don't know if I mentioned that. I mean, all the scrap 5s that I'm a part of are the hop, which usually, it was on the first September of, the first Saturday of every month, but I think we moved it now officially to the 2nd week of the month. So the 2nd Saturday of every month is the Scrap 5 challenge. And you guys, so make sure you play along with everyone, or watch everyone else who's played along, because we're all going to be using the same recipe, but we're using different stuff and have different styles, and it'll all come out different ways. So make sure you check everyone else out who's playing with the hop. But if you guys want to play along with recipe, like, please do, especially if you share your layouts on Instagram. Tag us Scrap 5. We love seeing when you guys play along with us, for sure. Okay, so there's 2 layers, which I like because we need 5, and this is still looking simple, so that means we can still pile things on. It's not going to look crazy. I don't know if I want to use this as like a big banner going down the whole page behind these two things, or if I just want like not a banner but like just a strip, like a layer. I think it might be nice to have a banner because it kind of creates this natural L design. If I'm creating my vertical column here and then I have this looking out to the left, I kind of have that natural L look, which I really like. I just think this is a really cute paper and it's the only one I have too, so I am a little nervous about cutting into it until I really know what I'm doing. But I think that would be cute. I don't know that I need to run it all the way past the wood grain. Maybe I'll just keep it within the white space so the wood grain could be uninterrupted all around. But it might be cool stretching it up there a little bit. Maybe if I do it partially, like I compromise and I go a little bit over the wood grain, but I don't cut off that line. I wonder what collection this is from. It's really pretty. It kind of looks like the floral in the Willow collection, but it's not. It's from one of their autumn collections I'm sure I really loved and really wanted, but I probably was over my budget for Felicity Jane for that for the year and didn't do it. I like this idea of the banner. I think I'm gonna go ahead and commit, and that will be layer 3 behind my photos. Now I have to figure out how wide I want it so it's going to be pleasing to the eye. I think 3.5 inches I think might look too wide, but 2.5 might be a nice size. I'm so nervous to cut this because it's my only one and I know I want to use it this way and I might need both pieces. Let me do 3 inches and I can trim it down, but I have enough to do obviously 3 inches again if I want to. Okay. This is what happens in my head when I'm scrapbooking. I like try to compromise with myself when I have dilemmas like that. But I do like the 3 inches. It does look wide for a banner, like wider than I would usually do a banner. But I like it. I think I'll keep it that width. Do I have enough to gut behind here to finish this off without having to use this piece? I think I do. It's another thing I do. Try and figure out what's covered after I layer things and what I can use the piece for that's hidden. Okay, so I'm going to gut what is hidden behind there. This should give me plenty of space. Hopefully this will be enough of a scrap to finish off the banner on the bottom without having to use the other piece. Okay. I think this is going to work. I mentioned lately how much I love Felicity Jane's autumn collections. Just like so happy right now working with these products. Okay, I like that. I need to start securing some of these pieces because these layers are going to get crazy if they all are loose. How much of this is covered? Where should I tape it? Should I tape my photos together first? Probably. And then I can layer it behind them as a whole. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. That will work. I also am back using my scissors to peel off the backing because Marcus sent me to go get my nails done after he proposed because he knew I would want my nails to look nice for when we did pictures. He's so sweet. but now I can't peel the backings off of the double-sided tape. But you know what? These scissors work better than my normal nails to peel the backing off of. I probably should just use these all the time, even when I don't have nails. Because it works out pretty well. How do I even want to do this? I think I'm just gonna... This will work for now. Okay, so I want that about there. And I want that about there. Yeah. Okay, so this was 3 inches. That will be perfect. I need to cut this into 3-inch width so that it will look like it is a continuation of that piece on top. And I shall cut it into a banner because banners are cute. And I think without the banner, it's looking too blocky because a lot of things are square right now, even though I did round the corners, which is fun. So, perfect width. Need to cut it into a banner. You know what? It's 3 inches. I usually eyeball my fishtails, which usually works out okay. But when I know the measurement and I can easily find the midpoint, it is nice sometimes just to trim the middle portion at least of your fishtail so you know it's even. And like I said, I don't want to mess around with this paper because it's cute. And I did all of that work to make sure I had this scrap so I didn't have to use another piece. So if I had messed up this fishtail and needed to cut into it anyways, then what was this all for? Okay. Yeah. Adorable. And this is long enough. Okay, so this is long enough so it's just wood grain behind here, which I like because if it was shorter, this would drive me insane having that white piece showing between the fishtail. This just makes it look so much cleaner. It's not distracting. So I'm going to glue this down. Do I want to glue this to the photo so I can still move all of this? Or, okay, I know this is where I want these layers first off. Like I know these are going here, but my brain is saying you still need 2 more layers to get your 5 layers behind your photos. Are you gonna have issues getting those layers in if this is glued down? So that's what my brain just did. So I think I'm going to glue this to the photos and not the background in case I need to layer things behind these. That would be easier doing it that way. That makes sense. I don't know what I just said. I think you understand what I mean though. So I'm going to glue this to the photo. I need to make sure it's spaced how I said I wanted it. Yeah, there. There. There we go. That will work for now. Okay, so I need 2 more layers. I have at my disposal the washi. I do have the B side of this, which is pretty. I'm not opposed to using the B side. Actually, that would be really cute because I was initially thinking I would just pull out the coral and the orangey yellows for the sequins to go more with the trees. But if I do pull in the pink, I can pull in some of these pinks. I don't know if I want to go down the pink route though, because I'm really liking accentuating the oranges and the yellows of the trees, and I don't know that I want to pull out more pinks. I think I want to try and stay more in the oranges and the reds. So I guess I answered my question. I'm going to hoard this for another layout. Okay, so I have washi. I was really eyeing this foil. I used the other strip already on that first layout I did. There is pink, but like I said, I don't know if I want to pull in more pinks, although it would go really well with that paper I just added. I love this foil. I might have to use the foil, but I have the foil I can use as a layer. I have glassine bags and I have doilies, and I have a tag. But again, I don't know if I'm gonna go down the, I don't know if I'm gonna use that or not, because it's gonna, I feel like it just pulls it in a different direction that isn't what's in my brain. I wouldn't mind using the foiled ones though. The foiled embellishments, well that's pink. I could use this little foiled tab though. If I use this somewhere else, and that would pull the foil across the page. I like that. I'm doing that. As soon as I saw that, I like it. Okay. How do I want to do this? I could do what I did on the first layout and tear this in half and have the torn edge running down the side of the banner. And I'd still have this skinny piece of the packaging that's still a washi to use somewhere else. Okay, so that could be a layer. What would that be, layer 4? So I would need one more. I do like the doily and the glassine bag, but I'm kind of, now that I'm going in this direction, I don't quite know how these would come into play. Because I already have the vellum. I mean, I wouldn't mind using the glassine bag elsewhere because it does kind of pull in that vellum texture. But I don't think I need it as a layer behind my photos. I do love me a doily. But again, I am really liking how this is looking. And I kind of feel like that pulls it in a different direction. I don't even know where I would put it because naturally I'd want it on a corner or in one of these empty spots. And because I'm going with this more angular vertical thing, I think it's kind of doing weird things. I don't know what to do, guys. I thought I had a plan. I thought I had more layers than I needed and it was gonna be easy. So I like this idea. I need one more. One more layer to make 5. I could cut, where are my branding strips? Are any of these usable? Oh, sorry, I had to grab them. Okay. I have this black and white one, but that's not exciting to me. I don't know that a branding strip would be enough to count as a layer though. I think I'm already eking past by using a washi strip as a layer. And none of all those have a lot of pinks in them. Other than that black and white polka dot, a lot of them have pinks, and I'm trying not to do that. I could cut another piece of the wood grain and incorporate the wood grain, but still I wouldn't even know how I would do that. I could do a second vertical banner here with the wood grain. I like that idea. I was trying not to use any more of the wood grain because I love it and I want to use it on other pages. Would that be distracting to the background though if I have a chunk of it here? I don't know, guys. I think it would be nice pulling the wood grain into the middle though, instead of just having it on the outside. I'm going to do it, but I want to make sure my wood grain doesn't overlap the wood grain on the outside so you can distinguish the pieces. I think that's gonna be what I do. So, or hold on, let me just try something. I don't think it's gonna work, but I'm gonna make myself try it because sometimes I surprise myself. I do have some scraps. I have a lot, okay. I need to look through my pocket cards just to make me feel better. I have this chunk, but again, pinks. I'd make my life a lot easier if I would just be okay using pinks, but I'm trying to not do the pink thing. Let me just check my pocket cards to make sure there's not one I could use as a layer before I cut more of this wood grain. I really don't want a white based one because it's gonna blend in with the layer of the background. Pink, pink, white, 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 pink, white. So unless I was gonna go blue, which I'm not doing because that's gonna pull that in a different direction. And of course the backings are all the grids, which is still white. That's gonna tie in. Okay, I feel better going with my wood grain decision, having looked at those just to make sure. So I think this one, I'm only gonna do like 1.5 inches maybe. I want it to be smaller than this piece. Okay, 1.5 inches. Does that look like it's gonna be big enough? That might be too skinny. 2 inches. What was this one? This was 3 inches, maybe 2-inch strip then. Got a 3-inch banner and a 2-inch banner and a 4-inch photos. Yeah. That'll be cute. Do 2 banners. And I can save this whole chunk. Look at all that that's gonna be behind a photo that I can save. So I'm going to cut my banner. And again, it is 2 inches exactly. So I know if I do a 1-inch cut, it's going to keep me symmetrical. Oop. I like that little foil detail. It's gonna be cute at the end. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers. All right, I need to get these down. That way I can move on and know that I have my 5 layers behind my photo. And then recipe-wise, bow, chipboard, sequins. Still need my bow, my chipboard, and my sequins. Okay. So, cut right below that dark band. Oopsies. Okay. And then same thing here. Like I said, I mean, I don't want the wood grain to touch the wood grain, but even if this was a different color, I don't want this trap space between my 2 fishtails. That's distracting to me. So I'm just gonna make sure I pull it up and so it's clear of all those layers. And that means I can trim this about there and save this chunk for another layout. Ooh. Okay. There-ish. This layout is looking different than I was planning it on looking. Not that I even really had much of a plan, but I like the direction it's gone in, so that's cool. I want to make sure I'm gluing this to the paper and not. I'm still not trying to glue it to the background because I think it'll be a lot easier putting the washi tape down with it not being glued down yet. So I'm still trying to just glue these layers to each other and not to the backing. Okay. How much space do I want? Like that? We'll see how this looks once I get this down. I don't know if I want to move it over or not. Okay. Gonna loosen this up a little bit so I can tuck this layer behind. Okay, so I'm just trying to. I definitely need to scooch the top over a little bit because I want to make sure I see this side of the banner. And I lose that if it's going all the way behind the second photo. Is that good? I like that. I just need to scooch this over I knew I should have started with the bottom part. That was gonna tell me where this needed to go. Now I gotta get this off without tearing. Ooh. Tearing the floral, oh, that was scary. Okay, so that's where you're going, so you need to go here. Over a little more, there. Hold up a little more. There. I want it down a little more. It's too close to this wood grain. I should have left it where I had it the first time, probably. That's a happy medium right there. Is that exactly where I had it the first time? Okay, cool. So I need my foil detail running down this side, and then this little foil detail will be a nice little embellishment spot and also ties in the foil from this side. If I can get this off. Oh, wait. I don't want you to come off yet. Okay. I want to save that piece. Okay, so I'm just gonna tear this down the middle. That way I have 12 inches instead of 6 inches. So do I want this running? I think I want it in line with this banner. I don't think I want it going above or below as I place it above. Hang on a second. There. This goes down farther, doesn't it? Right to there. So basically, the bottom of this foil strip is where it ends. Okay. Cool. I don't know if I need to save that or not. Probably not, but I'm gonna see where we're at. That's cute. I like that. I probably could have kept that longer. Oh well, it'll be fine. Okay, I'm gluing this down now so I can stop worrying about it falling apart on me. I'm just gonna add a couple strips that go over multiple layers so that I'm covered. Let me take these off so I can tape over them. Okay. I put a little bit up here, but I don't want to go all the way to the end just in case I want to tuck stuff in. Same with down here. I'm gonna leave a little room in case I want to tuck things in. I don't think I'll tuck anything else down below the banner though. All right, let's get this stuck down and then we can worry about embellishment, which is always fun, but it's always the most stressful when I do these real time because I feel like that's the part that takes me the longest to decide. And I don't want you guys sitting here listening to crickets. I think I already mentioned I have my windows open, so I don't know why that just reminded me, I guess because I said crickets, but if it is noisy in the background, I apologize. Hopefully it's not too bad. It feels so good outside though. I have to have them open. I'm trying not to run my AC or my heater until I absolutely have to. Wow, I just threw my scissors at myself. Okay, okay. 5 layers, white background. Okay, so I'm liking how this is looking, but I need to figure out the rest of the design because I was thinking when I first started, I might have some banners coming out this way, one of which I could put my title on, but now that I've gone in this vertical direction, I feel like it would look very weird having a banner shooting out to the side. So I'm going to need to reevaluate that plan. I definitely have some sequins. Do I want to go with the orange? I think I like the orange, you guys. I don't hardly ever use orange, and this is a chance for me to. This little orange bow has been sitting in my Gina stash leftovers for a minute. And I think it looks really nice with these trees. And there's even orange in this paper. And I think it looks cute in this little gap. I feel like it sits perfect there, but it looks a little naked. So if I do that, I might need to like do something else. I want to do like a doily there, but I feel like my doilies would cut off too much of the saying. Can I have more than 5 layers? Is it just 5 or at least 5? I might just need to ask for forgiveness versus permission on that one. I feel like the goal is to have at least 5 layers. I hope the girls will agree with me. It might be cute to have a sliver of that, and I feel like that doesn't cover up too much of this text, but it kind of connects this bow into these layers so that it makes more sense. Let me just trim off. I'm just gonna take a corner of this just to see what it looks like. There we go. I think that's okay. I was gonna say cute, but I'm kind of trying to decide if that looks awkward or not. I think it's okay though. Would it look weird if I had glassine bag poking out from behind there too? Gonna find out. I usually can find uses for my scraps of all of those, so I'm not too beat up about it if this doesn't work out. I don't know, guys. I don't know if it looks weird or not. I think it does look weird, but I'm trying to make it look okay. I think it could be cute if I added more stuff and tried to make it make more sense. I do kind of like on this background though that you kind of already have a scattering of stuff, because I think it'll look cute when I do get to my sequins to just continue that. I do want to try and stick to the oranges and the corals though. I have Billy hair all in these sequins because as soon as I got them, I had to open them and look at their cuteness, and then I immediately dropped them on the floor and had to clean them all up. And my scrap room needs to be vacuumed because Mr. Billy likes to lay on my feet. So naturally all around where I'm sitting there is Billy hair. Oh my gosh, you guys, look how cute these sequins look. Do I want to stick with these asterisk-y looking ones. I thought I was going to do these floral asterisk looking sequins and the circles together. But this looks really cute. I only have 2 of each of these colors though, so that might answer my question. I'm gonna need to pull in some of the circles to fill it out a little bit. So I think I used all of, here's one more orangey one. Okay, so I got all the, oh, there's 2 of them. There's lots of orangey ones and not very many yellow ones. Could do 3 of 3 and have 1 left over. Or I could do 1 of each color and then just fill it in with the circle sequins. Let's decide. I wasn't planning on doing sequins yet, but I guess that's what we're doing now. Maybe this is what I do like to do though. For those of you who do ask me like why I do certain things and want to be in my brain on these real-time ones. If I'm confused about what I'm doing on something, I'm not sure about it, this is what I do. Like I let it sit there and I worry about something else. And then usually either what I do will complement what I had and I'll leave it, or what I do confirms the fact that I don't want it. And now that I'm adding this stuff, even though nothing has changed here, I'm liking it more. So yeah. The bow and the doily and the glassine bag might be staying. I think because I have these larger asterisk sequins, if I do use some of these circle ones, I'm gonna use the smaller ones. That's another more coral one. I cannot do the sequin scatter. I know the trick is to make it look random, is to literally sprinkle them on there and try and leave them. But then I try to space them out to make them look more random, and it makes it look less random. And that's why I have problems with the sequin scatter. I know what my problem is with it. I just can't help myself, and that's why I have issues with sequins. I love them. These look so cute, and I'm so happy that they were included in this kit, especially because they go with the Jenny collection, which I can't wait to use them with. But, oh, I have not perfected the sequin scatter. Is that okay? Can we, not you. Is that good? Doesn't look right to me. Did I do too many? I want to use them. Look how many sequins are in this little pot. Maybe I'll do a shaker pocket or something when I use them on a Jenny collection, on a Jenny layout. I want to use them, but I don't know if they look like there's not enough or there's too many. I'm gonna leave it. I think it looks okay. It looks okay. I'm gonna stop overthinking it. Sorry. I'm gonna try and just be happy with that because I think it looks cute. I see you guys do sequin scatters and they look so adorably random, and I just have such a problem when I can't let myself just like let it be. Okay. I am liking this, you guys. I think it looks cute. I think I could just put the date here. What did I say it was? November 10th? I could just do November 2019 and then I 100% would be right. I can't remember the actual date already though. I think it was November 10th. I could do the date up here. I still need to use chipboard. I wonder if I could find some chipboard embellishment versus doing the alpha. I really, really, really wanted to use the alphabet because it was included in the collection and it's cute and it's chipboard, and that just seemed like that was meant to happen. But now that we're going down this route, I don't know how to incorporate that chipboard. And I really don't need a title because I have this. So I wonder if I could find, you guys, the answer was sitting right next to me. I have my Gina stuff pulled out because that's where this little orange bow came from. And guess what chipboard embellishments are in the Gina collection? Adorable little hearts. Okay, so, okay, that's what's happening. Sorry, little, what collection are you from, Sarah Alphabet? I will use you. I will use you this month, I promise. But you're not gonna be the chipboard on this layout apparently. So we're gonna move forward. I'm liking this. I'm gonna glue stuff down. And then the only thing I have left is chipboard, and I will use, I mean, there's a little orange chipboard heart right there. I'm gonna go ahead and pull that out. If the foiling on these other chipboard hearts were the coppery rose gold color, I probably would use those too, but it's yellow gold, and I don't want to mix those colors right now. I could just put the orange heart on there. Would I prefer the date? I kind of like that though. Now I don't have to put the date, which I wasn't gonna do anyways. I was only gonna put the date because I feel compelled to write something on there. But then that would balance kind of the orange across the page. Is that weird though, right there? I don't think so. Do I really need it in the center? I don't want it exactly in the center. How do I want to do this? Like that? I'm gonna start from down here gluing this stuff down because I like where this stuff is, and I'm gonna have to figure that out in a minute. But I think we have come to an agreement on our design plan. Please stay. Also, you sequin ladies, what glue do you use to put these things down? I'm using my Tombow Mono Multi because I know it's strong glue. But some random things that doesn't work for, like these super cute little, I love these. I've been hoarding these too. I used them a lot the first month I got them, and then I've been hoarding them since. But these cute little, they look like water droplets. They're little plastic embellishments. They look like enamel dots, but they're not. I love these. They're so cute. I use this glue to attach them because I'm like, oh, this glue is strong. It'll hold these on there. Nope, they all fell off, all of them. This glue has never failed me before, except for those. They didn't glue them down. I used my double-sided tape, and that glued those down fine. So hopefully this glue can hold sequins down. But if you have a glue that you 100% know holds sequins down, please share with me what that is. Until then, I'm just gonna use this stuff because I'm hoping it's gonna work. The only thing about this stuff and these sequins that have holes or little like cutout details is like this glue is sticky. Even after it dries, it's sticky. And if any of that glue is showing around the sequins, it's gonna be sticky. And I don't want my layout to be sticky. So this little mess I just did on that asterisk, that's gonna be sticky even when it dries. So I'll try and be careful, I guess. Okay. Boop, boop. I don't know what else to ask you guys. I guess, how is everybody? I haven't asked that yet. I've just been blabbering on about myself. I hope you're all doing well. Is everyone, how are you guys doing trick-or-treating? Is all normal? Because my neighborhood seems to be confused about what this year's trick-or-treating protocol is going to be. I thought it would just be same as normal, as a lot of my other neighbors did, but then some neighbors are wondering if they should do it at all, and I don't know. Marcus loves passing out, like having kids come over and pass out candy. Like, he loves it. But you know who always has to answer the door and pass out the candy? Me. He doesn't do it. He loves it. He loves having kids come and get candy from us. But he won't be the one to pass it out. I don't know if he thinks the kids will like me better. He's the one that's like the fun uncle. I don't know. I think he likes torturing me because he knows that I have social anxieties and I don't want to answer the door ever. Guys, anybody comes to the door, I'm not answering it. I won't. If I'm home, I'm gonna ignore it. I can't do it. I can't do it. He has to answer the door. I think he does it to get a kick out of the fact that I have to answer the door for the kids. I think that's what really happens. He likes torturing me with having to answer the door. I'm still not sure about this cluster, so I'm gonna go ahead and glue this down because it's 100% staying now. I don't know. I don't know where that answering the door anxiety thing came from. Because when I was a kid, same with the phone. If the phone rings and I don't know that number, I'm not answering it. You gotta leave a message, and if I know you, I'll call you back. But I don't know where that issue came from. Because when I was little, I'm gonna let that glue dry a little bit so I can move it if I need to. When I was little, me and my brother and my sister, we would race to answer the door. We would race to answer the phone. We wanted to do it. I don't know what happened. But as an adult, I don't know. I don't know if it's because my house is my safe space. When I go out of the house, when I do shopping, when I'm at work, I'm around people. And when I'm home, like, this is like me time, like my scrap room. Like, this is just my little safe haven. I don't want anyone in my little cave. I don't know if that's what it is. I don't know. I don't know where that came from. I used to love to answer the phone. I used to love to answer the door. So yeah, I don't know where that topic came from. That was really out of nowhere. Okay, I didn't think this through. I probably should have glued the glassine bag down first and then this. I can still do that. I'm gonna do that first. I think we're almost done though, you guys. I didn't get stuck too many times. We're an hour and 20 minutes in. I guess that's kind of how my real times usually are. Sorry if you don't like the long ones, but I feel like I haven't done very many long ones and there are people who want them, so. Ta-da, you got a long one. All right. Like I said before, you can always, did I do this backwards? I did. You can always speed up or slow down my videos if they're too fast or too slow. But if you've gotten this far watching it how you're watching it, then I guess you don't mind. Okay, so I think that's good enough. I feel like people can figure out what this says just the way you are. And I need my bow. Too impatient to let this dry like I like it to dry, so it's going on there anyways. Okay, so we're almost there. I gotta figure out this top section with my chipboard because my chipboard is my last thing. Is that getting it away too easy, having one little chipboard thing? I'm getting chipboard on here, okay guys? It caused me a dilemma between this alphabet, but this is gonna count for me. It's chipboard, okay? I mean, I guess I only have one bow, so I think we're okay. Chipboard. Okay. How do I want this? Is that cicada or a What is that? That was really loud. That was a loud bug right outside my window. I think that's gonna have to be it. That's what makes the most sense. I'm using orange on the layout, you guys. I almost feel like it's harder for me to use orange than it is purple. I'm not much of an orange person. I love purple, and I still don't use it on scrapbooking pages really ever. I don't really like the color orange, but the one time I will use it is on autumn layouts. Oh gosh, Billy. He's laying underneath me, and he just tooted, and it's really stinky. He's been a gassy boy lately. Oh my goodness. He's in his cone of shame right now because he has a hot spot. He has really bad fall allergies. He usually does get a hot spot like once a year, and it's usually like literally this week every year. And I don't know, like I think most of the time it gets set off by like a flea bite or something. He's on flea prevention, but the flea still has to bite him to die. And we don't have a flea problem, but this time of year, the fleas come out of everywhere. When the leaves start to fall like this, like peak flea season is now. People think it's like in the summer or the spring. It's now. When the leaves start falling, that's when the fleas are bad. And I think what happens is he gets one bite, and even though he doesn't have fleas, he gets a bite from somewhere, and it just sets off his allergies, and he gets a hot spot immediately. It's so bad. It's not like inhalant allergies, like it's not like something's blooming that he's allergic to. Like it seems like it's always like he gets bit by a bug and it just sets off his allergies this time of year. So he is in his cone of shame, so he doesn't lick it because he doesn't understand that that makes it worse. So he's pretty much been retaliating by coming to wherever I am and passing gas and trying to smoke me out as punishment. He's done it literally since we got back from camping and I put him in the cone. I felt really bad because he got his hot spot like the second day, the first or second day my mom and sister were watching him. So I didn't want them to have to deal with that, but they got stuck with him during his hot spot. Of course it would happen when I'm like not there to treat it immediately. But ever since I picked him up from them, he's been in his cone and he's been not happy about it. He doesn't mind it, like he's not angry, he just pouts. Like he makes sure he's in front of me in line of sight, and then he pouts to try and make me feel bad, even though I'm only doing it because I love him. Okay. Are we done, you guys? I think this looks cute. Part of me wants to put some sequins like up here, but I'm not going to, because I like this diagonal sprinkle. I like that it complements the background sprinkle, and I like how you have this line through your title, and then I like that you just have a simple vertical layer with my photos, and I think that is cute. I think I'm good. So I'm gonna call it good. I got my bow, I got my chipboard, I got my 5 layers, I got my white vellum, got my big banner and my washi and my little banner, and I kind of added this doily and glassine bag, but I don't really think they count because they're kind of just, I don't know. You can count that if you want, I guess, but I'm not really counting it. I got my 5 layers behind my photos, got my white background, and I got my sequins. Scrap 5, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you check out everyone else who's playing along. If you play along with us, make sure you use the hashtag Scrap5 so we can see. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.